So guys, most of the time we will be we will be the ones that are wrong. Okay, that's just like the thing. I mean, I don't even think that's just our personal thing. Like, we just take the hit. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Mariah. And if you are new here, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join our growing little squad. And as you can tell from today's title of the video, we are going to be talking all about relationship advice and tips. Shout out to my girl Leslie for giving us this video recommendation. We did ask you guys to leave us some ideas and this was one of them. So we thought it'd be pretty interesting to talk about.
Be sure to stay tuned till the very end, guys, because we will be announcing another giveaway.
And before we get into this video, please make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. A quick disclaimer, we are in no way saying that we are a perfect couple or that you should follow what we're saying. This is just something that we came up together from our personal experience of being together for 6 years. Gonna be 7 this year. So,
is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, is it?
I think it's gonna be 6 this year. 2014. Gonna be 6.
Oh.
little mistake there, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6 years this year.
Yeah, in August. These are just some of the things that we came up with, guys. It doesn't mean that this is, you know, the way to go or
we're like that, perfect.
Yeah,
I feel like we're just like any other couple. We have our fights and stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely imperfect. Don't take this as like, you know, we know everything.
Yeah, we're not no Dr. Phil or anything.
Yeah.
This is just from our personal experience and we hope that you guys enjoy them.
All right, so one of the first topics that we came up with was be together for the right reasons.
Yeah. So basically what we said with this one was make sure you're with that person because you want to be with them and that you genuinely love them, not just because you think that you guys look good together or because you feel like you're lonely if you're not in a relationship. I just feel that you should be with each other for the right reasons, not to live up to any expectations of anybody else.
If that person builds you up and just makes you happy, I mean, that's more than, I mean, that's enough, you know, to be with that person. And I feel like, you know, if they don't do either one of those things, like why be with that person?
Exactly. Whatever your right reasons are.
Right, whatever makes you happy.
All right, so the next one we came up with was healthy communication. Now, I believe communication is key in a relationship and you should be open with your partner and just tell each other, you know, the goods, the bads, and just make sure you have open communication with one another so you guys can fill each other in. Yeah,
I mean, that's a major thing, guys. It's just like, if there's something that's bothering you on the inside.
Squidward, are you alright?
Just, you guys should have that, just communication to be able to tell each other, like, hey, I really don't like when you do this, or it hurts me that you do that. Or I feel this way about that. I mean, that's a major part of the relationship because without that, I mean, how is the other person supposed to know?
Yeah. And then without you telling them, that probably just builds up inside of you and then it kind of just comes all out at once and it's probably not going to be nice.
Yeah. It could probably catch the other person off guard. Like, well, I didn't even know this was happening or like this was going on in your head. So definitely a major key, guys.
Yeah, whether it's good or bad, just make sure that you guys communicate with one another.
Another one we came up with was trust. And I believe, personally, without trust, there's nothing. Like, if you guys don't really trust each other, like, why be with one another, you know?
Yeah, in a way, you're kind of beating up yourself because if you don't trust that person, it's like you're putting all this stress on yourself because you're freaking out about something. You have to act like you're on this, I don't know, like this spy mode where you have to, like, I don't know, check what they're doing, or you're just constantly feeling like you're insecure about something, and that's no way to be in a healthy relationship. And it's kind of toxic in a way because if you trust that person but they don't trust you, it's like there's going to be like a constant battle, vice versa. So that's something you guys both want to have, is trust.
I mean, I just feel like it's important to also feel trusted.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you feel like you're not trusted, it definitely takes a toll on you, because you feel like you're doing all the right things, and for it to just still not
be enough.
Yeah, like that shit can definitely take a toll on somebody. So
so this kind of leads on into our next point, which is leaving the past in the past. So if you don't have trust, I mean, maybe that's something that you should do. Maybe because you don't trust this person because of this. Either get over it, like talk about it, communicate, leave it in the past, or you just need to get out of the relationship. Like, don't let this be like a weight on your shoulders because you can't trust this person. And if you're constantly thinking about their past or your past, things are never going to move forward.
Definitely. And if it's something you guys have like came to terms with also, I think that helps. But if not, if it was never spoken about, or you guys have never came to like I guess like an understanding of one another, then it can't really go anywhere without that.
And that's just going to be a constant battle between you two, because whenever you are arguing or something, that's going to come up. And I mean, nobody wants to be reminded of their past if it's not good, and that's just something that you should learn to just leave in the past and work on building a healthy relationship in the present, in the moment.
So the next one we have is honesty, which is a really big thing, just as everything else is. But even like with little things, guys, like it definitely is important that you tell the truth. I mean, the only time it's a little rough is when, you know, you're trying to like surprise that other person.
Yeah, like if it's something like that where you're surprising them, by all means,
but even then,
any lie you have. But even don't lie about big or small things that you think that is going to affect your partner. Or if you feel like, okay, I wouldn't want this done to me, like you have to come out and communicate with them and like tell them, just, you know, like be honest, because without honesty there's no trust. And if you feel like you have to lie to your partner about things all the time, then maybe that's something that you need to reflect on. And I always say that, like, if I wouldn't want this done to me, why would I do it to them? Another one we came up with was having mutual goals and supporting one another. When you're in a relationship, we know that, like, although we don't have the same like understandings sometimes, as long as we know that we're both working together as a team and going towards like this one goal, we feel like that's all we need to like build each other up, because we know where we want to be in life. I
think like a support system is a major part in achieving your goals, because if you have a lot of people that are really telling you like your goals are impossible or they're complicated, you know how hard it's going to be to get there, and then you have that one person that's pushing you and telling you like, no, you can do this, like besides yourself, you know, and that one person can.
And it doesn't even have to be, sorry for cutting off, but it doesn't even have to be like, oh my god, like I want to, in 5 years I'm gonna have a house, I'm gonna be in my career, I'm gonna have this, that. It doesn't have to be that. Like, guys, even if it's small goals you're working towards now, like say you want to go to the gym and you want to get healthy and fit, and that partner is tearing you down about it, like, why are you going to the gym? Or, you know, like if you're trying to eat better, if you're just trying to, you know, maintain something, just a healthy lifestyle, anything small like that, and they're tearing you down, like that is something you don't want to have, because you want your partner to support you in everything and anything.
Especially if it's important to you.
Yeah.
If that person's important to you, then their goals and their aspirations will be important to you too.
Just motivate one another and have goals, because honestly you guys will see each other grow, and you guys kind of learn from each other in a way. When one feels motivated and one other doesn't, that person can lift that person up, vice versa. And honestly, that's a great support system you guys need.
So creating boundaries is a very important part of this as well, because from my perspective, I think that you guys have to have that understanding of one another and each other's feelings, and know that there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross, especially if you wouldn't want it done to you, you know. Once you cross certain boundaries, there's a certain line of respect that is like, it just...
It's lost.
Yeah.
And that can be big or small. Like I said, none of this has to be something like, oh my god, like an issue. But in my personal preference, like when Christian is playing his game, like ladies, I know we all probably get upset when our man is on the game for hours, but at the same time, I look at it this way. Like, this is the same way we like doing our makeup, and we have our own hobbies, or we're on Instagram, on our phone, whatever. Like, that's something that we enjoy doing, just like they enjoy doing. I can be going to the gym, playing games, hanging out with friends. Like, you know, we all should have that space too. And we kind of create those boundaries because we all need our me time in a way. So you can't like have like double standards or something like, oh, well, I'm gonna be on my phone all I want, but you can't play on your game.
Oh yeah, that's a little messed up.
Yeah, but at least know when you create those boundaries, like, hey, like I'm on my phone too much, or you've been on your game too much, like let's chill and like let's spend time together. Or
and, like, sometimes you gotta catch yourself too. Like, holy shit, I've been in this game for 8 to 10 hours already.
Yeah.
We got to come. Bro, what are you doing? Are you paying attention? Come on, man. You gotta go to the left. I'm gonna go to the right. Yo, honestly, not even PS4. Not even PS4. You are trash. You're a bot. You suck, dog. Come on, man. Shut up!
And like, I haven't given my significant other any attention. Like, that's not okay either.
Yeah. Like,
if it's excessive, you know.
I don't feel like I'm that girlfriend where Christian's on his game and I'm like, you're not giving me attention, or
no.
I don't think I've ever given you a problem.
No.
I mean, I'm not judging anybody, but to me, like, him playing a game, that doesn't mean he's not giving me attention, or he doesn't love me, or he doesn't care about me. I mean, he could probably be saying the same thing when I'm on my phone, or I'm lashing, or I'm doing this, or when I decide to go out with my friends. That doesn't mean anything, because you guys have came to a mutual understanding and created boundaries with one another. So,
and if you have that trust, it makes it all easier. Because, like, she can go out with her friends and I won't have to sit there blowing her up like, what are you doing, who are you with, you know, or this and that, like, because I have that trust.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know that she knows the boundaries, and if she were to, I guess, cross them, then I mean, there's just...
Yeah, like, I don't think, like, I'm not trying to like toot our own horn or anything, but we don't have each other's location on our phones. We don't ever go through each other's phones. We don't have our read receipts on. I think we just have each other's passwords, but that's just something because we always just use each other's phones sometimes. So the password is just something that like we both know. But it's not to a point where like I know his password because like I don't trust you, or you know, like we know those boundaries and like what respect is. And it kind of goes back to what we said before, you know, like if you wouldn't want it done to you, don't do it to your other partner.
A major key, guys, is date nights. Don't forget to have those, because, you know, don't get too comfortable to the point where you feel like, oh, well, you know, we don't have to go out anymore because we live together, or, you know, we've been
together for so many years. You guys are still dating one another. Like, I think that's what people forget. Just because you guys been in a relationship for so long, you guys are comfortable, and I don't mind, like,
oh hell no!
I know, like, staying in, having movie nights, that's all fun. I'm not throwing any shit at that, but at the same time, you guys are still dating each other, and me and Christian have found like going out every once in a while, or just doing something adventurous, it just makes things more fun, and it's not always like, oh, let's just stay in and watch movies. Like, it's...
And I still ask her out on dates too. It's never just like, oh, hey, we're going here. It's like, you know, I want to go to the movies today, will you be my date? And then she'll tell me yes, or sometimes no. No, I'm kidding, she never says no.
Yeah, no, it's kidding. Oh no, it's kidding. But yeah, guys, just always keep it fun, have date nights. I know in quarantine right now it's impossible, but always just come up with creative ways. Even if it's like staying at home, like bring a movie theater to your home, like have a picnic outside, do something, like make it fun.
Switch it up a little.
The next one we want to talk about is never taking each other for granted. So whether you've been in a relationship for a long time or not, never stop appreciating that person and giving them compliments, because you never know when they're having a bad day, and something as simple as, oh, I appreciate you did this today, or that, like, that can make their day. And always take that into consideration, just because, like I said, you guys are still dating, and those compliments and appreciating one another is very essential.
It goes a long way for sure. Like, and exactly what she said is what I feel. It's like sometimes I have a bad day, and then sometimes she'll just tell me something that she appreciated that I did that day.
Oh, I won't let you go. Oh, I won't let you go.
And it's like, damn, that's like kind of all you needed to hear to kind of change your day around. Like, okay, like at least it was worth it.
So never take each other for granted. Because I know y'all be missing one another when they left, but 2 seconds before you wanted to choke each other.
You guys have to make sure to take fight breaks. If you guys are anything like us, you guys need fight breaks. Like, for example,
no, we're not talking about like you're boxing one another and then take a break.
okay, like you're sitting
No,
on
this
the
is
corner
before you're gonna
round
box.
2 and shit.
Get away from me, you psycho. Stay the away from me. I want nothing to do with ever. Go in there. Go in there. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. For doing what you
Take a break for a second. You better hope you don't come home. I'm gonna have 3 girls in here.
I love you.
And I'm gonna
Take a break.
I'm gonna
This is before you're gonna box one another. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We're not that toxic. Whenever things are getting heated in an argument, like recollect yourself. Like, I know we say things in the heat of the moment and we get mad at each other and we just say anything to bring that person down or hurt them, but no, you have to literally take a breath. I know it's hard, okay, especially for us crazy girls, but you gotta like take a breath and just reflect on it, because in about an hour or even 20 minutes you're gonna be like, did I really just say that? Or like, you feel bad, you know?
That regret, yeah.
So you have to like make sure that you just leave. If you have to like go to the car, if you had to go take a walk outside, if you have to go to the bathroom, like just do that. Get out of each other's sight, because
And guys, this will work like 75% of the time, maybe. The other 25% is gonna be like who did you go out with, where are you at, you know? That's like 25% of the time, but just to keep going, you know, just for you to come back
and in
and
a
try
way
to
we're
bite
trying
on
to
that.
like promote like neglect or abuse. We're not saying that we fight like that, but like it's just to the point, like respect. Like, you don't want to, if you're gonna fight, like just argue, but don't let it get to a toxic point.
Yeah,
where you're
name
just,
calling,
like,
disrespect, kind of saying things that you know you shouldn't say. Like, if you
Right.
feel bad after you said it, like, you shouldn't have said it.
The next one we came up with was admitting when you're wrong. This is kind of like going in back with our fight breaks. You guys take a second time to, you know, chill out. And if you feel like you're wrong, like girls, like I know it's hard for us sometimes, but you gotta suck up your pride and just be like, you know what, I did this wrong, and just let it out. You can still talk about the problem, you know, talk to one another how you feel about it, but admitting when you're wrong is always going to help you grow too, because it kind of makes you self-reflect as a person too, because you're not always like, oh no, I'm never wrong, like he's always right, he always has to apologize first, vice versa. You're always gonna like be like, okay, like I did this, so next time, you know, I won't do it, we're gonna do things like this differently. So having that fight break, I think it kind of like makes you think, reflect, and then you guys communicate with one another, and yeah, you guys resolve the fight.
So guys, most of the time, we will be the ones that are wrong.
No.
Okay, that's just like the thing. I mean, I don't even think that's just our personal thing. Like, we just take the hit. You know, like, you have to be the one that's wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes, like, I feel like it is easier for us to admit that rather than it is for women. So,
but it shouldn't always be that way, you know, like girls,
Yeah.
like it's kind of good because you kind of, I don't know, like I said, you kind of grow from that.
so respect, I think, is probably the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if you don't respect your partner or your relationship, why would you
And that's just like in general, like respecting their personal space, their family, like their values, what they're interested in, their goals, like just them as a person in general. You want to like respect them, because like I said, like respect, I feel like it too is like number one.
In terms of respecting your relationship, to me that means like you don't go out and kind of talk bad about your partner, or kind of put your business out there, like going to social media and being like, yo, like she went and did this, or he went and did this, and you know, F them.
You know, I know, I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of it, but you never know who you're telling your business to or what they're gonna say. So, and then, you know, you guys are fighting, and then like you went and like vented about this person, and then like you guys are back together, and then people are gonna look at you like you're stupid or something.
Both just look dumb.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah.
Like in the end, like it's never a good outcome.
Another one that we came up with was, don't abandon yourself, and keep, you know, learning self-love. Because just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you can't do what you did before. You know, like always maintain those goals you used to have, and never forget about loving yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else.
Definitely what Mariah said, like I think that is like a major thing in a relationship.
Yeah.
As much as I've said that about everything is a major thing, but you have to love yourself. So make sure, guys, that you do not compare your relationship to anyone else's. Everything that we see on social media now, it's people portray something that may not be exactly what it looks like. And I think people look at that stuff and they get depressed, like, why isn't my relationship like that? Or you know, why doesn't this person treat me that way? And
just because a couple are, you know, is posting on Instagram or any type of social media platform, like, oh my god, like, and then like you see relationship goals, and that doesn't mean that they're not fighting behind closed doors. You never know what their relationship is like. And just because you see that, you know, they seem happy and they got it all on social media, that doesn't mean behind closed doors that they're not fighting. And no relationship is perfect, guys. Like, you're still learning from one another, and even if you have your disagreements or arguments, it's perfectly fine.
It also doesn't feel good to the other person if you're saying, well, hey, he or she does this for their partner, you know, why don't you do that for me? Or you know, because like Mariah said, you never know what's really happening behind closed doors, and maybe you treat your partner better than that person treats their partner, and they just don't portray it.
Definitely. So don't compare yourself, guys, even when you see other YouTubers or people on Instagram, even us. Like we said, we're not a perfect couple. I
mean, I think that we do try our best to be
the best versions of ourselves.
Right, but as much as you try, you're not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
As much as you try to be the perfect boyfriend or perfect girlfriend, like, it's just not, it's not a thing. Like, you just have to accept and love each other for who one another is, and grow together and try to be with
somebody that brings the best out of you and not the worst. Alright guys, that concludes all of the advice and tips that we have come up with. We hope you guys really enjoyed this video.
So even if you guys have heard some of these things before, and if they do sound a little cliche, we hope that maybe it did help somebody out there. Maybe it's, you know, somebody needed to hear this.
And we would love to hear what your guys' advice or what has helped you in your relationship. So if you have any more tips or advice, comment down below what they are, because we would love to hear from you guys.
So that's it for today's video, guys. But now it's the moment you guys have all been waiting for. We will be announcing our giveaway, which will be... We will be cash apping another lucky subscriber $50. Just like our last video, all you have to do is like this video, make sure you are a subscriber, comment down below, and make sure you do take a screenshot of this video or the thumbnail and tag it on your Instagram with me and Christian. And if your Instagram is public, please make sure that you do send us the screenshot and tag us. That way we can see it and you will be entered. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today's video. We will see you guys next time. Bye guys.